Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Monomyth. Now then, where was I? Well, I can't remember exactly where we left things last time, but I have gone off screen and repaired my equipment. I might not have needed to at the end of the last episode. I think I did between the last two episodes. However, there's a slight bit of confusion here because this game has a significant issue, which is that I don't look forwards to playing this game. But I do constantly find myself desiring to open the game up and play it during times when I'm not actually available to record the game. So last time, I'll often just think, hey, I'd like to open the game up, check the menus, maybe plan out where I might want to put my skill points next level, anything like that, right? And then I end up playing a bit. So unfortunately last time I thought I'll go take a look at that standing pillar with the rotating sections that clearly relates to the magically locked door with the same four symbols glowing above it. Not necessarily to fiddle with it, just to look at it and consider different possible combinations. Well, I did that and ended up exploring and discovering a number of things. So that puts me in a little bit of a dilemma. Do I attempt to rediscover, to recreate that exploration, or not? Now, copying what I did before isn't exactly very exciting for me, but it does show you lot what I've discovered. For instance, I already saw this chest from way up there, and I came in here to collect the contents. There is a war axe, a sharp battle axe, swift and deadly provided it is in the right hands. I shall take this, even though it has a skill requirement of 3 points in the swords and axes skill. Sorry, requirement of 5 points. I only have 3 of those, so it's giving me penalties to use it. It is clearly a superior weapon, and honestly, one I would be very tempted to go and use next time I level. But there are other skills I'd like to invest points in as well. Additionally, we're back here now. This is the pillar. Let's go look at the doorway again. So, I made the mistake of falling down into the underground. No, I didn't. I came back up here, explored a bit, and I do have a map. We shall use the map to demonstrate. So, I've refamiliarized myself with this section here. I explored the waterways a little more, discovered a few more locations. I discovered an enemy barracks full of the wastelanders. I met 2 of them. Those 2 were definitely too much to fight in one go. I learned that if I perish, my lost experience points remain on the floor, like in Dark Souls, so I can go and pick them up again. However, that doesn't mean I want to exploit it the same way you're almost required to sometimes. Like in Dark Souls, you'll go find a deadly lethal trap that will not reset, but will kill you once. You'll have a good laugh at it, go back, pick up your souls and carry on. I don't feel that I should take a similar approach in this game. So, that series of chambers is darkened. Using a torch is very wise. I also discovered a cavern complex full of buildings. I imagine that's over here. Guarded by men who seem to be thuggish ruffians and up to no good. And I discovered an area with warnings that it would contain the slimes. And the slimes are bad news. We do not want to mess with the slime. We've seen one slime down in the stream. I did go and attack it off camera to see how nasty it was. It was very nasty. Firing arrows at it seemed somewhat unreliable, as they would frequently miss. A silver ring. I didn't notice that before. I imagine it was still here and I've just missed it somehow. I am aware there's a secret chamber in here. I think I discovered that previously. Great big blatant block in the wall here. A chest containing... ooh, a strange egg. Again, the game doesn't like me putting things that are 2x2 at the bottom of the inventory grid. It seems to want to treat them as a 3x2. The developer might want to look into that. This closes the doorway again. I shall close this up so as not to raise suspicion. And then I want to be heading down these stairs and out of this gatehouse. It's worth noting that this portcullis cannot be raised. I have not found a way to do so. And so going up, around and over seems to be the best way. Now, back out here, we have this chamber. With 4 sigils glowing above the door in bright blue. That's a bit like an H or an N. Let's just call it an H. C, X, and whatever that is, right? So if I go back now, H, C, X, and thing. I don't need the torch for most of this, just the truly dark part, and yes, I'm picking that up to sell it. I'm not sure about the burnt out torches, so... is it really? Because I think I can find a way. I also think I may be mistaken. No. It's just a matter of... oh, that's bothersome. Right. Now, hold on. Again, there's no rotation of items, but can I find a way of fitting this in here? Not easily. Oh! No, that's not it. The torches are bigger than the shield. So, the obvious solution is to put the spellbook in the inventory. Like that, right? Does that then mess up? No, that seems to be okay. I don't seem to need to reconfigure spells afterwards. That is locked and cannot be opened. And this is where it grows incredibly dark. This is locked and slightly too complicated. A skill we may then wish to invest in slightly. And I think there's one other locked thing as well. I'll go across and down. HCX and squiggle. And this appears to be the H C X. This is clearly not correct. Now, I could sit here and fiddle with this and just try and do it. In fact, I did that off camera. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to look and see if there's any explanation as to why the correct solution to this was correct. I also found a second one of these in my ramblings. So, where to now? Well, I think... Oh, wait. Yes, of course. Now, I'm going to pop that there. Check these have not deteriorated through lack of use. And then head off to see the merchant. Have a little jog to the bottom of the stairs. And we will hop over here. And hop over this. Hello, my friend.
Greetings to you.
I would like
to... Are you
to...
looking for anything in particular?
Sell you these. Wait. 23. 33. Oh, that's annoying. Clearly now the dwarf in me wants to go and fix these up. Because I shouldn't sell shoddy goods, and because he'll pay more for them that way. Now, I do know there is a forge in this area, but to gain access to that I would need to drop down through the floor and get stuck in, and the only way out would be through the waterway again. And I could probably do that to demonstrate the way out, but it wouldn't be very... well, no, to demonstrate some of my exploration. But if I ran into anything and picked things up, my pack is very full. So let's just go fix things up instead. I am grateful that the contents of this area do not replenish at this point. It would be a little unrealistic if they did, because they would have to come through and past me in order to gain access to this area. And I do realise that was incredibly awkward sentence structure. But I'll just have to live with it. Right. I have a hammer. Okay. I don't know if the amount of time spent heating that up matters. But I do know this. When that sound plays, it means I can't improve it anymore. I also know that the amount of times I can strike it with the hammer before that sound plays does seem to relate to the amount of time the item has spent heating in the forge. Now let's see. Excellent indeed. So let's leave this in there considerably longer, as it is completely ruined. So, the other one, after a short period, took about 3 hammer blows. And then the second time, maybe more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we check it. Ah, excellent as well. Wonderful. Now we can go back to our mercantile friend. Do I have food that can be cooked? I do not. Oh, there's still that fish that I should probably pick up and cook at some point. Now, a viewer left a comment suggesting I change my hotkeys. I may very well do that. The viewer also suggested I hotkey the map. I'm probably not going to do that for a number of reasons. In the episode when I discovered the map, I used it quite a lot. Mostly for illustrative purposes and to help familiarise myself with the map. I was a little out of my depth in the waterways, and the map is a nice thing to have. However, this game does not pause when you have menus open, and it is totally happy with monsters coming up and killing you while you have a menu open, like a map. Generally, and I can't remember exactly where I got this from. I think it was an old Diablo strategy guide, like Diablo 1, or possibly another game, that strongly suggested don't hotkey the things you use a lot. Hotkey the things you really need in an emergency.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
And while I am not necessarily absolutely 100% behind that,
may it bring you luck. Until next time.
I will say that if I get into a situation where I'm fighting for my life and I need to be pressing buttons like my bandage hotkey, right? I've got bandages on hotkey number 1. I've got lockpicks on hotkey number 2. I probably don't need to hotkey the lockpicks so much. Although currently I'm coming up against a lot of locked doors and going, oh, can I do this? That is an example of hotkeying an item that is frequently used. Also, this door, I have opened it now, which means I can go up there and across. That might be where I was wanting to go. But if I were to stand still in combat and pull up the map instead of using a bandage or something, it would probably not go very well for me. I am likely to use the map a lot less now. Okay. This says to Pilgrim's Chapel. This is completely blocked. It looks like it can be raised. I have not found a mechanism to control it yet. From here, this door was just like a one-way door. Now it's open both ways. And now, we're back inside the previous gatehouse again. That chest is now empty. We can go across here to the other side, down the stairs, or even through this door. Now, beyond this door is that prison cell. And I'm gonna run. Oh, you bastard! Right, look. Shit, just get out, man. Get out. Oh, we're screwed. We're just dead. Completely dead. And the bandage was used anyway. Well, that's just shit, isn't it? Okay. So it turns out the strange distortion that I could see on the floor. Okay, so I'm picking up this bone. Was some kind of poison gas or acid trap. Where? Here. And this is my missing experience points. Now, the reason I re-entered the chamber was this. It is not... Oh. Right, yeah, it is. Okay, fine. It is too full. We also found a Queen's Herb, didn't we? So the King's Herb gives back a lot of health. The Queen's Herb, which we've not picked up yet. So, hold it. I don't know how and when that is likely to reset, but I do know I have a bandage to wash before I can use it again. Now, the fact that we can interact with the water and get a little drinking sound implies that at some... What does that mean? What does that symbol up there mean? The general implication is that at some point some kind of thirst and quenching mechanic may very well be introduced into the game. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Because in this game currently, as it stands... Hello... Wait, what am I doing? The whole point of going to that prison cell was to pick up the second short sword and sell it. Hopefully running through and avoiding the trap, which is now less likely to happen. Although, it seems it may have been a single-use trap. And there is the Queen's Leaf. Oh, I'm gonna... Oh, right. Right. Excellent condition. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so... let's go lighten our load. That door is worth keeping open, however. As normally I like to close the doors behind myself so that enemies that follow me will have to open the door and make a noise. It's not necessarily the best course of action. So, run and leap. And run and leap. Let us sell the second short sword.
Greetings, outsider. Let's see what you have.
And this primitive bone club. Now, wait. 28. 36, yeah. Okay, that is going. This is going. It would be nice at some point... Oh. No, I don't need all 5. Although, actually... Do I have that? I do. Excellent.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I now have considerably more bandages. And a spell book that needs to go back there. A bow that needs to go back here. Silver ring. Silver ring. I could sell one of those. Sure.
Hail Hadrius.
Hail
Let's see what
Hadrius
you have.
indeed. There we go. It might be worth purchasing more lockpicks if we had a higher lockpick skill. For bread, not a bad idea. It would be nice to meet
Pleasure doing business with you.
a merchant who sells more useful equipment. Don't get me wrong, this equipment is all very useful. And back out here again, we are here. That ladder goes downstairs. Back this way, in the other direction then, will lead us round to just outside here. So both of them come to the same place. This is our obvious dead end. And our only means of progress to get beyond this portcullis seems to be over here. There we go. And now that I've put these 3 sigils in place, well, all 4, I'll just go prove to us all what we already know, that it is not. Oh, there we go. Yes, there is that door. Let's close it now. So I can make it through without having to run and jump over there. That is, however, good to know. And now we will progress towards an area so dark that a torch is going to be required. Actually, that's not entirely true. You see, what I can do here is search, and it highlights the area a little bit for me. I would not recommend on using this method, and I don't know if increasing that perception skill will actually increase the area it illuminates. I do know that the skill is supposed to help us find things that are hidden. To the best of my knowledge, it hasn't highlighted a single thing in any way yet. Some players have reported that they find the skill completely useless and haven't found anything of it yet. I may be one of those players, I don't know. Others have said they have found it useful. So now, back out here. We could drop down onto those wooden beams, I'm not going to do that, and traverse to there, maybe leap across to there and traverse a little further. But I seem to recall coming up here on a ladder. I'd just like to check for any herbs growing around the corner here. And I would also like to point out that this door with the 4 symbols remains locked. Perhaps there are 4 such pillars. The one that I have interacted with has this bottom. Maybe I need to solve all 4 pillars to open this door. And perhaps each pillar needs to have its own symbol all the way up. Well, this pillar we found had this one on all 4 on the same side. Didn't do a thing. I will say that inside here looks very exciting. There's a large sort of golden 4-sided thing that's too steep to be a pyramid, really. A beautiful chanting, some great jeweled discs on the walls. All excellent, lovely stuff. This doorway is locked. It is also too complicated to pick. I strongly suspect we shall be able to open it from the other side. And here is our lovely friendly ladder, which will allow us to descend into the waterways below. Now, this here is too steep to climb up. However, if we fall into the water here, swim round to here, and climb out, we can come up these steps and get back to the ladder quite comfortably. So it's not a point of no return, although it may initially seem to be so. If we want to go that way, I believe we swum that way before, and I will pull up the map just to... Yeah, we've explored all the waterway down there. However, other directions, not so much. So let us go swimming. Ooh. Drowning was not part of the plan. Somewhere along here, we found a... That's clearly higher up, and we'll have to find a way to get to that. But somewhere along here, there was a plank. It looked a bit like a gangplank that could be leapt from. So we have stairs here. Well, a ladder. Let's go up this ladder. I'm pretty much recreating my exploration now at this point. And a second ladder. Now, at the top of this ladder, let us be careful. We have battlements on either side of this bridge, giving us some cover so we're less likely to be seen. And a shrine. We don't get to level up or anything, but we get to visit the shrine. And that becomes our new respawn point should we perish. There is nothing here on top of these crates. And in here, another one of these, this time with the H at the bottom. We don't know a solution to this yet. We've got a locked door over there. Some sacks that cannot be interacted with here. A cave down below that we might wish to explore at some point. A locked chest. Well, not locked. An empty strongbox. A brass bracelet that we have picked up and have equipped. Clearly someone resides here, and this is another portcullis that we cannot open. Beyond it, we can see a forge. A forge that is inaccessible, and, more importantly, a lever to open this portcullis. I might have an idea where that is. That looks a bit like the ruffian's encampment. So back outside here, and across the bridge, let's just... Oh, that's a nice little drop down, isn't it? It's probably a way that we get into those lower caves. And this is the ladder we came up. Now... here, we have this arrangement that looks a little bit like stables. I haven't found anything particularly valuable or exciting in here. However, coming out, we have a ledge that gives us a view of the lower area, and a cave entrance with a sign that says, "Watch out for slimes." We've seen one slime already, and we don't know how tough they are. But if they're all as tough as that one, they're really tough. Now, going up this way, can we save? Ooh, there's an orc on patrol. We can, let's do that. Let us see if we can engage him on his own. He's gone into the building, and this says barracks. There is a second Waylander inside the entrance, very nearby, who can make this incredibly difficult for us. That doorway is locked. We do not... Okay. Now is the time. Oh, shit. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, bugger! And now... Can I... Shit. That's a bad sound. Can I bandage myself? Yes, I can. Oh, fucking dead. Right, so... This is where I don't want to exploit this too much, right? Because... now, I can come back, pick up these, and the Wastelanders will be wounded. So I think I should just totally reload that and try and play that smarter. Can I kick him off the edge? Probably. Is that a good idea? Not necessarily. However, I mean, I could try shooting him with an arrow. The problem is the second one will come out to fight, and I don't really have a tight enough bottleneck. Okay, he's seen me, that's good. Okay. I know I did wrong. Okay. Okay. Die! We got him! We got him! And his mouldy bread too. Right, so... we don't have a bloodied bandage this time. Okay, so what can we do here? Well, we can eat some stuff. I've got 3 of them, 2 of them. And by swapping those over, I gain very little. Ah, however, if I eat that second fish, and that does seem like a good idea, I can now plonk that down there and pick up this. We still don't have his mouldy bread, that's probably okay. Now there is a second one in there. We shouldn't know that because I reloaded, but we do know that we have a very full pack and should probably go and sell off some more items. In terms of experience, we are nearing our next level. We're not there yet. When we do, I could fully qualify for that axe. But I think I'd like to put a point somewhere else. This is not going back the way I came, by the way. At least I don't think it is. It is, okay. In which case that's perfect. I'll drop into the water, take a short swim, and come out. Come on, you. Over here. We shall climb up the ladder, and once again be back in familiar territory. That is a door we cannot open. And as you see, I've barely used the map down here at all. If at all, actually. Empty? Not empty. With the burnt out torches. Again, I'm not sure what use we might have for them. Maybe some kind of crafting ingredient for, like, making weapon handles? I'm not sure this game has a crafting system. And for the sake of lighting our way a little and making it a slightly less dull video, I'll use a torch. It would be nice to say too complicated. Now there's something else in here that is locked. Is it this? No. There is a crate somewhere locked that says, okay, that is too complicated. There's something locked. I think there's a locked crate somewhere I come across that says you're not allowed to use lockpicks on it. It says these items cannot be combined or something like that. I could drop down. I won't. And as our torch is burning rapidly... Oh yes, speaking of which, we have equipment to repair. Now... So... I would like to improve my lockpicking skill. But there are also... I think I'd like to improve my magical skills a little as well. So yes, there are also other skills I would like to improve. Speaking of improvement, ruined, damaged. Better mend them both then. Not to mention my own short sword, which probably is in need of repair at this point. The buckler too, no doubt. And once I've mended things, I can... There's that thing. Beyond the slime there is a dead end with a single herb growing. The amount of effort and danger involved in trying to defeat that slime, it's not worth it. A ridiculous amount of arrows seem to just miss and land just in front of it. It's entirely possible. I'm not used to the archery system yet. It's also entirely possible that the archer's skill level affects the accuracy in some way that I'm not entirely familiar with. But yeah, this game does a good job of making me want to play it. I say that because I'm recording another game at the moment. Some of you may have watched it. It's pretty obvious that a lot of you haven't. And don't worry, I'm not trying to get you to watch it. What I will say, however, and I'm just going to have to put this sword down here to get it out of the way. But what I will say is that that is a game I also look forward to playing, but I haven't loaded it up once yet in between sessions. And I've had the discipline and self-control to just not. No, get in there. In! You fucking useless thing. When I say... Look. When I say put it in the furnace, I mean in. Much better. Now we'll give that some time to heat, and I could have probably just sold this ruined leather shield straight away to make space. Also, that's in excellent condition, by the way. Keeping the dagger as a backup in case I ever need it, or for thematic reasons, or in case I want to put it in a small... Oh, piercing weapons, separate skill. That's another reason to keep it. Same goes for the club. It would be nice to find some kind of mace at some point. Let's pick that up and pop it on the anvil. And 7. Ooh, wow. 8. 9. 11 or 12. Wow. Okay, that's a skill we need to improve a lot. Speaking of improving a lot, we have a sword in need of repair. So, no game. Why do you do this to me? The whole thing needs to be submerged. Let's put it on the anvil. Have a bit of a bash anyway, because it's in pretty good condition right now. There we go. And now we can go back to trying to make more space in our pack once again. I believe somewhere I've seen a rucksack behind a locked door. And that... Yes, this is the correct direction. That would be a very nice item to have. I'm sure of it. It would also be nice to try and... Okay, now I'm feeling a bit cocky and thinking I should go and kill that second wastelander in the entrance to the barracks. It may not be a wise idea, but it would certainly get me very close to the next level. And once I've traded... I should have more things. So, By more things, I mean more space in my pack. Resting here again to replenish it. This shrine feels like a really good idea, except the other one is a much better position. I don't need to jump across. I can jog down here. That stamina is something I should definitely improve. And just pop through this door and I'm basically there. And I don't need to jump over a fireball trap trigger.
Greetings, outsider.
Greetings indeed. I approach from a much safer direction. There we go. You know what, that's so good, I think I'll buy 5 more bandages.
May it bring you luck. Until next time.
Oh, trust me, those bandages bring me a lot of luck. This is where I found out they're capped at 10, and no, I can have 11 on the hotkey. These mushrooms regenerate mana. Probably don't need to be on the hotbar.
Dangerous times indeed.
I'm not using enough spells. That being said, there is a helpful spellbook button down here. I have Dowls, Ignite, and Magic Arrow. The Magic Arrow appears to be here, 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 and then somehow into the middle. This spell is too complicated, and that is a cosmic spell. We have yet to discover any divine magic.
Dangerous times indeed.
An odd preserved egg. Eating it will shortly increase your speed. I'm not entirely sure when we would need that, unless we're running away from something. But, since the night is yet young... No. No. Yes. If I walk all the way across the other way, I just climb the ladder down and end up on the other side of the wall here. So at this point, my only 2 methods of progress are to either drop down into the forge below the merchant and go through the waterways to eventually arrive at this spot, or through this much more familiar method. I don't need to do that. I should have just walked across there through the prison cell after all. Alright. So, if I look at the map now, and I feel very little reason to do so, I could show you where I've explored. Wow, our prince really gets exhausted very quickly. He's not used to the rigours of physical exercise. He has servants who do that kind of thing for him. Obviously, we'll strike a torch. We do need to find some more of those at some point. I'll take the mouldy bread for now. Not a good idea. Locked. Locked. Some lockpicks. Why not? And this very dark area. Now. That is locked. through here. Ah, yes, of course, this. We've emptied that already. And then this is just a small circular set of rooms that leads back to the stairs down. Through either of these two tunnels. So let us descend, which does also include getting to put our... Oh, we've burnt out a torch. Okay, there we go. We get to put our shield back on. And return to the mystical locked door. With beautiful, serene, divine music coming from the other side. The door we have been unable to open. But we do know now, we do now know, that there are at least two, not one but two of these pillars, and that all four may be associated with this door, or indeed something else. If we take a peep through the keyhole, we see the glorious golden thing. With a pattern upon it that looks a bit like some kind of computer circuit board squiggly alien thingy. Right. So our only way forward at this point is then down this ladder. It is possibly at this point that it is worth checking the map again. So at this point, we've explored all this area up here. Is it worth coming down here? We explored a bit of that bit, interestingly enough. Probably by going above it. Okay. That, I feel, is the area we want to explore. So. So then we swim towards this gate, which we cannot pass. The sword swimming with us feels very Elder Scrolls, but also, in a bizarre way, very, I want to say Wizards and Warriors, even though I don't think we had a floating weapon in front of the party in that game. It's just the way the swimming feels reminds me of that. Have any of you played that game? I shouldn't be going this way, but I am. I'm gravitating towards it once again to see... This takes us back to here. But there's also the water over there, which is... Yes, fine. Let us explore that. The walls are high on both sides until we pass under that wooden walkway, and then we can clamber out. There's obviously a lot of stuff over there that we might like to interact with at some point. Also, getting up on this wooden dock would be nice. That box is now locked. Oh! Lovely. Here is a man by a fire. And a cave. Let's greet him.
Do not touch me. I am of noble birth.
He looks strange.
Do not touch me. I am of noble birth.
Also, unfriendly. He doesn't look very noble. His skin looks as if he's half wastelander or something. I'm not going to try and steal his things. And if I venture into this cavern, and explore just a little. Oh, interesting. So we're back out here on the other side by that wooden edifice I expressed interest in, with a locked door, which is probably too complicated to pick, of course. Possibly we should return from there by another route at some point, but we now know it is there. You'll notice I haven't been writing anything on the map either, and that's okay. So, that's a small tunnel through to the other gate. This here is another cave entrance that may be worth looking at. Now. Wait. Through there leads... I see it now, yes. Okay. Oh, hello. That looked like the kind of mushroom I could pick. Hello? There we go. Oh. Well, I think I should leap across then. Harpy route looks really bad. Your inventory is full. That is probably for the best. Is there perhaps some device up here that... No, but there's a ladder climbing down. I was going to say some device that would open up. Aha. That looks like another warded door. Or just a transition to another area. Exploration may be rewarded with experience. Downwards, a descent. At this point, these are pastures new. I do not wish to jump in there, and that looks very unhealthy for some reason. I wonder if I could chuck the crate in the river, then go balance on top of it. I don't want to go through that area transition just now. Also, if my pack's too full to carry stuff already, it's remotely bread, isn't it? May still your hunger. May still your hunger, but you will probably feel sick afterwards. Again, hunger does not appear to be a mechanic in the game yet. So the reason I have mixed feelings about hunger and thirst mechanics is that part of the joy of this adventure is, you know, taking it at your own pace. Is there anything in here? Really? Okay. I'm not seeing much purpose to that just now. And if I just pop back round to here... Oh, hello. That looks like somewhere I'd like to... Wait. Is that the place where there's a second one of those pillars, a table, and I looked down, I saw a cave entrance to the forward and to the right? I think it is. I think we are below that point. So, jogging back to this cave entrance, which I have yet to explore, there is a doorway. There's no visible portcullis, but it looks like one was here at some point. This mist looks unhealthy. And here, the gentleman outside has a nice little wooden sort of yurt. He's got some fish. I'm not going to steal his fish. If hunger and thirst mechanics were implemented in the game, I might have to think twice about that. And then here we have a locked gate. Too complicated. And I think beyond this point there might have been a trap, but I can't remember. By this point, I've pretty much shown you everything that I found. Ah, right, yes. This is where that gang of ruffians and vagabonds lives. And somewhere around here, maybe that forge and the lever to... Oh, where did you come from? This rat has money and meat, which we will not be taking. Because we don't have the space for it. Let us consume some cooked meat. That was probably from rats. We got a well here. Nice. I just want to quickly check I didn't miss something. So if I go talk to that chap up there, he'll say, you know, this is our private area. Don't you come in. You can persuade him to let you in. And he says, go talk to, you know, he says, don't try and get in any of the locked buildings, but otherwise you can walk around and explore a bit. If you talk to anyone, they'll all say, I don't want to talk to you, go talk to the chap in the building at the back who does all the dodgy deals. And if you go and talk to him, your only option is to, like, say goodbye and get out of there when he tells you to get lost, or to say, I'm here to kill you and all your mates. Which doesn't make any sense, as I don't even know who they are. Well, that entrance is easy to miss. What else, pray, is down here? Oh, hello. Locked door that I... Probably... Oh, okay, I can open that one. Let's close it again before they get suspicious. Okay, given that it was locked. Mouldy bread again. Look, I can sell it. It would be nice to imagine there is... Yeah, let's just go back down the ladder. Because I'm not supposed to be in here. We don't know who Lloyd is or why this place is considered a farm. We do know the chap in the back who I was directed to speak to is not called Lloyd. Okay, we got another grill. This lever might not open both. This is... okay. Oh no! So we need to get through there to get that lever, to bring it out, to use it here. So we can't open either of those. And neither of those is the one I've seen from the other side, because when looking through it... First off, when I was standing there looking through, there wasn't a lever up against the wall. Secondly, when looking through, there was a forge set up. So this is not that location. We're nowhere near the other shrine. I don't know why I ever thought it might be, but I will drink a little water before I go. And actually, if I eat this, and it doesn't heal me enough, damn it, it did. Because I could eat the second one, pick up the meat from... Okay, look, there's not much use for those burnt out torches that I've discovered yet. With that in mind, I think I'll get out of here. I don't have a good reason to venture into there yet. I've found the place, but I don't know why I'd want to try it. This is locked, we can't get through. So all we can really do now is head back out to the beach. And look at this. I think now we're heading back. In roughly this direction. And heading into the water. Our swimming adventure continues. So we'll go back out here, get out of the water, find ourselves a nice low climbing point. No, come on. Right, that's it. When I said low, I didn't mean go lower into the water. Yes, I'm aware I could cross over there. It did not seem worth it just yet. Now, from here, let us once again consult the map. I know. Yeah, that's kind of an area we might want to explore, as is over here. But that's probably better done without such a full pack. Hello? What's in here? I think we killed some rats in here at some point. So we can go look for that gangplank, wherever it may be. Actually, we can totally walk around the top like this as well. Again, just a little bit of exploration. That's a grate we shall not pass through. Another cave where I think we may have fought rats in the past. Excellent stuff. Now we can cross over here. Not sure it'll do us much good. Yeah. Well, we got pretty wet. And we know where we are! Wonderful. So, it was good. Let's now return to the merchant. Sell things. That was clearly the wrong button. Oh, this isn't the merchant. Yes, it is. It certainly is. So, it would be nice to imagine that somewhere around here is some kind of concealed button or something we can find, but that is not the case. And while our ignite spell is nice, we need something for it to ignite. Okay. And back out through here. Go hard up against the wall so as to avoid the doorway. And then we're back safely out here again. So, we're none the wiser about these pillars, but there's more than one of them. It seems to be related to that door. Possibly even other things as well. And that's... well, while that's possibly something to discover in the next episode, which I think should probably be rolling up pretty soon, which is another way of saying I think this one should be coming to an end, I do want to finish up here. Hello.
I have some things you might be interested in.
Oh, right, yeah. Look, it's not pretty. It is what it is. He does seem to replenish his... he hasn't got any more bandages for us yet.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise. So, while I ponder my next moves, I think I'm going to leave the episode here. Even if I am so very close to that next level. Oh, that's 75 experience points. That's going to taunt me. That really is. Okay, game. We're not going to end the episode just yet. I've got a wastelander to kill. And then, hopefully, that will be enough. Here? No. Wait. Stop. So this will take me back out there. I have a way in. Or a way through. And I think it may be this simple. No, that's just not it. It's through this cell. And here we are. Alright. Now, come on you. While I wouldn't generally consider the genocide of the Wastelander population to be a good thing. Look, they keep trying to kill me. They haven't even explained why. So, while they continue to assault me, violence does seem to be a good idea, as far as they are concerned. There should also be a dead wasteland. Oh, wait. Right. It's not here. But it is fairly easy to get to, I think. We drop down, go along, follow this path to its end, and I believe we will come to that ladder. Oh, wait. So yes, through doubling back. Not continuing on forwards. A path I should probably refresh my memory of at some point. However, for now, of course, I just want to pop across here. So I do believe that is the cavern down below through which I have walked recently. I have not yet found a way to the other side of this. That lever looks very important. That looks like the back of Lloyd's farm. The raised area, not the lower down area. So we may want to get into there at some point just to unlock that shortcut and to gain access to the forge. I'm not sure yet why we would attempt to slay them all. There are a great number of them and that would be very difficult to do. I'm not even gonna save. But there we go. So now, I'm going to save. I wasn't going to save in front of the thing. The lights look like there might be something I could interact with here. Okay, game. Oh, really? You're just gonna let me walk up and hit you? Oh, wow. And a bandage. Oh, shit. Where did you come from? Well, it's bad news for me. Yeah, you come fight me, mate. And he's here. Oh, shit. Shit! He's red. He's red. Oh, fuck, my weapon. Right. For a moment there, I thought my weapon was broken. I do, however, think I made it out alive. Wow. A war cleaver, leather shield, and presumably another war cleaver and leather shield somewhere around here. I barely made... Worn. Oh, that's really bad. I've lost my buckler. I won't be seeing another one of those in a long time. I've got a non-repairable shield. Yeah, that was really bad. Oh well. Okay, this door. That green thing looks very important. It also looks like something I'm not going to be able to interact with. Well, I suspect that door is locked, or the chamber beyond is heavily guarded. I see treasure chest. Ah, yes. I see a patrolling guard. I've got to be very careful here. Especially if he walks up and opens this door. He's stopped. He may be talking to a friend. Hopefully he'll walk back in a bit. There is that rucksack. I would like to have it. This is obviously locked and almost impossible. We may very well require a key to get in there. There's also a nice purple scroll and a chest full of stuff. Obviously a location we would definitely like to interact with at some point in the future after going to a shrine and leveling up. That red light on the pool looks really bad. This door looks like there could be something dangerous. Okay, let's pick this up. Zetra Echo Stone, okay. So there are more spells we can experiment and try to create. Right, look, you guys, if you could just stay there dead and turn into little body bags in a bit, and I can pick up your things later on. For now, though, however, I need to be getting back to the shrine. And then going to mend my gear. You know what? I'm not even going to use the nearby shrine. Wait. Okay, so this is okay. I'll just take a little jog. And do the U-bend thing with the bridge again. Bearing in mind there's a whole path down there to be explored still. Well, I think I've explored a fair bit of it anyway. At one point or another. And I may just go and repair my gear off screen again. The loss of the buckler is going to greatly sadden me. Well, not greatly, but a little bit. It was a good defensive item, and what I have currently cannot be repaired. At least not with what I currently have available to me. it may be quite some time before I find a decent protective item. And there's no armor skill. That being said, there's not a lot of armor either. Let's torch up for the end of the episode to make it feel a little bit better. And then put our torch away again. So, it would be nice to find a new blunt weapon that's better than the club. Also, we now desperately need a replacement shield, because we can't rely on these leather ones forever. And I don't particularly think I know where one is. Yeah, I'm here now, so here we go. Right. What do I want this level? Well, obviously one more point in swords and axes. That's been a very useful skill for us. Endurance for the stamina seems good. Cognition. For focus. Intelligence. It would be nice to improve anatomy. Speech. You know, if we improve speech enough, that chap down by the waterfront may speak to us. It would be nice to improve magic skill. Cosmic, we have a cosmic magic spell that we cannot cast yet. We have no divine magic yet. It would be interesting if the blunt weapons skill or piercing weapons skill improved armor, as swords and axes improves the use of shields. Obviously, there are some locks that we can almost pick. It seems that's a good choice as well. Do we get experience for lockpicking? I can't remember. I'm not sure what I want to do with this remaining skill point. I don't know if I can confirm now and save that point for later. I also have an attribute point. Okay, so this would... It doesn't say how much. So focus would be good for the searching skill. Is dexterity only for ranged weapons or also close combat weapons? I'm not sure. Okay. So... Oh, dexterity does seem to factor in, maybe, to some weapons. Although strength seems to factor in more at the moment. Okay. So in terms of skills, I could boost again to get the axe in play, which could make up for the lack of a decent protective item. I will go repair my sword and cook this meat off screen in between episodes, because it's not that exciting to watch, and I could ramble a bit as I walk all the way down there. Okay, looks like 1 point will be 10 health, 10 stamina. You know what? I don't have a good shield. So I'm going to get hit more until I can repair it. Alright, well with that, I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'll say goodbye for now, and hope I can resist the temptation to load up the game in between sessions. Alright, cheerio everyone. See you all next time.